You're listening to Gossip Group Daily with Spencer and Taylor.
Okay, let's just dive right in. Imagine this collision of like three enormous worlds. You've got global pop music,
the entire NFL machine,
and then high-stakes criminal law. That is exactly where we are this week. We're watching the explosion of the Little Miss drama era.
and it's all happening just days after Super Bowl LX. It's a fascinating, if, completely chaotic case study.
Yeah, we're breaking down this 1 week right after February 8th, 2026.
On one side, you have Cardi B launching her massive sophomore tour.
And on the other, the just total collapse of her relationship with Stephon Diggs.
At the exact same time.
So our mission today is to try and unpack how all of this professional failure, the alleged infidelity, and some really severe legal jeopardy dismantled a power couple in real time.
And more importantly, how that exact trauma is now being commodified, sold on stage every night. The mess is the marketing.
Okay, so let's start with the tour. It kicks off in Palm Desert, California, February 11th.
Which is, 72 hours after the Super Bowl ended?
Yeah. Exactly. The show's called the Little Miss Drama Tour, but by opening night, that title felt less like branding and more like a documentary.
It became her reality.
Yeah.
And you saw that immediately with the political fiction.
Right.
Cardi actually stops the show, warns everyone she has bear mace backstage if ICE agents try to detain any of her fans.
And we should add some context here. It wasn't totally random. This is all connected to her uncle's recent deportation.
Of course. But then the Department of Homeland Security actually got into a Twitter spat with her.
They did. They brought up her past criminal history.
And she fired right back, asking why they weren't, more focused on the Jeffrey Epstein files. It turned a concert into a political debate.
But I think while that stuff made the headlines, the emotional core of the show was what really sold it.
You mean the happiness speech?
Yeah, that moment. She completely broke character, looked so vulnerable, and just told the crowd, don't let nobody take your happiness.
And you could feel the weight of the breakup in that sentence, which connects directly to the set list. She has a whole act called Heartbreak, and she performs Be Careful.
A song about cheating.
A warning. And then it's followed by the Beef Act with Pretty and Petty. It's not just music anymore. It's a real-time commentary on her life.
Which brings us to the why. The catalyst seems to be one specific moment at the Super Bowl practice field.
Involving a woman named Pre.
And a very, very specific piece of clothing.
The Wags jacket, yeah. And Pre, who has these alleged links to Cardi's ex, Offset, was photographed wearing it on the field.
So for anyone listening who doesn't speak NFL, WAGs is wives and girlfriends. Why is the jacket such a smoking gun?
Because it's a status symbol. It's official team-issued gear, usually reserved for actual wives or, very serious partners.
So for a rumored mistress to be wearing it.
In a restricted area.
Yeah.
It's a public violation. It's basically the player or even the team validating her presence over Cardi's. It's a huge slap in the face.
Okay. That explains the scorched earth response. And then the rapper BIA jumps into the fight.
Oh, BIA was brutal. She just weaponized the stats. She mocked Diggs' terrible Super Bowl performance. The Patriots lost, remember?
Right, to the Seahawks.
And she compares his low receiving yards to his reportedly high number of baby mamas.
Ouch. The number floating around was 4 in 2025 alone, right?
That's the one. It just turned his professional failure into an indictment of his character.
But as bad as the Twitter drama is, Stephon Diggs is having a much, much worse day today.
Yeah.
It's Friday, February 13th, and he is being arraigned right now in Dedham, Massachusetts.
This is where the celebrity gossip stops and the, legal reality kicks in.
Yeah.
He's facing felony strangulation and assault charges.
And this is from a dispute with a personal chef way back in December 2025.
Yes.
So why is it only going to court now?
That was a strategic play by his legal team. They managed to get the arraignment delayed so he could play in the Super Bowl without active felony charges hanging over him.
Wow. So he played the biggest game of his career knowing this was waiting for him right on the other side.
Precisely. And now you see their paths just diverge so dramatically. Cardi's tour is probably selling out because of all this drama. She's turning chaos into commerce.
Meanwhile, Diggs is going from this underappreciated star to a criminal defendant. He's facing a massive NFL suspension, maybe even prison time.
It's just a wild split. She's monetizing the receipts. He's getting buried by them.
It really is. So here's a thought for you to chew on. In an era where our private trauma becomes instant public content, does turning that grievance into a product actually empower an artist?
Or does it just trap them?
Right. Does it trap them in a permanent performance of their own unhappiness?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you next time.